Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another Thursday morning. Man, I tell you, 11 o'clock seems to get here a lot quicker on Thursday morning than it does any other day of the week. But I'm here. I'm here on time, 11 a.m. Eastern, for another episode of Ken versus 10. Guess what? I'm Ken, and the 10 is my death pile that I'm going to take on this week to see how many items I can sell before next week. So we'll get right into it. Today I am doing vintage sportswear, and popping in here already first in the chat is my good friend Len out there in Colorado, 5280 Fines. Good morning to you, my friend. Hope you're having a good day. Hopefully your winter is treating you well out there. And Jill is popping in on time today. Good morning, Jill. And Susan, Allegheny Roots, my cousin Susan. Good morning, good morning. And so I know how Jill's weather is and how Susan's weather is, because we're all right here in the same area. And Sue was here. AZ Cat Sue, good morning, good morning. Oh, man. Like I was saying there when I first intro, someday I should move to like 11 o'clock. Okay, 11 o'clock comes like really quick on Thursdays. I got up early. I've been, feverishly working. I got some of my stuff done last night, but still had some stuff to do this morning. And man, I should move to like the central time zone or something. I'd get an extra hour. Is that how that works? I don't know, because it's only 10 o'clock there. Patrick Murphy, why yes, hello, panel and chat, sneaking in to say hi and light up that thumbs up. Yes, for sure. Thumbs up is greatly appreciated. Low to mid 50s today. It's a heat wave in Colorado. Yeah, actually, it's 50 degrees here right now. All of the snow has melted, but we've got nothing but rain. And maybe some snowy, rainy, mixy weather by Sunday. And we'll see how it goes. Kim T is here. Hi, y'all. How's it going, Kim? Hey, I got your challenge from Jill, another macaroni and cheese challenge. We're going to do that here as soon as I acquire the box. We're going to put another brand, another flavor, I guess you will, up against the cheesiest Kraft macaroni and cheese. Here coming up soon. And there is my dear sweet mother. Good gloomy morning. We've been in a fog. You personally, Mom, have been in a fog, or is it just because it's foggy outside? We had dense fog warnings here this morning. My mom and pop watching next door. Hashtag shells and cheese for life. Rock on, shells and cheese. Kroger brand. Again, wasn't too bad. Go back and check out last episode if you don't know what that's about. I think everybody here was here last weekend so far that I can see in the chat. But, yeah. Vintage sportswear I am doing today. Well, it's probably a notification here on my phone that I went live. Oh, nope. Somebody else, that was a mess. Somebody else started following the Reseller Clickbait podcast. If you're not following the Reseller Clickbait podcast, we'd appreciate a sub and maybe some likes and comments on videos. Corey from Grams and Pops Vintage, do a podcast once a week. Comes out on Mondays at 11 a.m. And we got a special guest this week. If everything works out, we had the guest scheduled once before and it didn't pan out. They had some internet problems, but we do have a guest this week. And that was awesome. Thank you for doing that, Ken. You are the best. Maybe next convention, I'll have you sign a box of mac and cheese. There you go. Man. See, I need to get Kraft. I was trying to think, who has more money, the Kraft Corporation or the Coca-Cola Corporation. I don't know, because, you know, Coke Zero, of course you never see, you just see my cool cup, see, with my SSKPromo logo on the bottom, my Arctic cup right there. It's not a Stanley, you know, it's not, I'm not hip and cool like these, you know, young soccer moms and stuff having to have all their Stanley cups. Oh, the Stanley Cup, though. I'd like to have the Stanley Cup, the NHL trophy for winning each year. And, but I don't have that. But I do have vintage sportswear. No hockey. But, so let's get started. Let's get started listing some stuff. And first up, we're just going to start a little bit boring here on the low end. But this is really cool. This is a Richard Petty number 43. Look at these cool flames on here. This hat is still new, vintage hat, Racing Gear. Racing Gear is the brand. NASCAR on the hook and loop adjustable strap there. I'm allowed to say Velcro on YouTube, right? I know you can't list Velcro on eBay because it's a Vero, and so you put hook and loop. So that has a Velcro there. I'm going to say it all day long, Velcro, 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 and see if YouTube bans my video or something, the Velcro Corporation, get upset. But that hat right there, I picked this up in a Whatnot auction from my friend Josh. It was Flips Finds Fun, and now it's Fun Family Flipping or something. Fun Flipping something or another. But yeah, so it is a pretty cool looking hat. Doesn't have a lot of value to it, though, from ones that I've seen. I am listing this one at $15.99. I only paid like $2 in the Whatnot, and I had already bought a couple of other things, so I may have like $3 in it total or something like that. But I'll turn $3 into $16 if I can do that. And buyer pays the shipping on that. Did everybody out there that's a reseller, did you account for the new price increases and decreases that the Postal Service put in effective like at the first part of this week? I still have to do some adjusting. The way I do my shipping, we'll just talk about my shipping for a second, is let me see, would it sell better in a bundle with a beer cooler? LOL. It might. Maybe if the cooler had beer in it, it might sell even quicker than that. I'll be listing a mess of golf head covers I got at the Goodwill yesterday. Yes, golf head covers always sell well. I've sold a number of them myself. I always pick them up if I see them at garage sales, and yard sales, thrift stores. A lot of times if you have those ones that are some sort of a character, like almost like a plush on top, those sell really good. I just sold one here. Oh, it's been a couple months ago. That was like a dragon. It was some sort of, I forget the brand. I apologize for that, but that thing sold for like $50 just for one head cover. But if you have name brands, Callaway's and Nike, Mizuno, all of those for certain clubs, a lot of golfers leave those on the golf course. They forget them, or they fall out of the cart or out of their bag or something. And people are always looking to replace a golf head cover. So good luck with those, Sue. I am sure that they will move along, especially with, well, spring is not right around the corner. We're only actually really a month into winter, so we got a couple of months left. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but we do have a little bit of time left. Roman, hello everyone. Speaking of selling stuff with alcohol in it, if you hadn't followed along with Roman here recently, of a find that he had at the Goodwill, he bought some alcohol, he bought some alcohol and a gun. How about them apples? Go check out Roman Anytime Picker and follow along with some of his Instagram posts and his his video short content, and check out that alcohol that he bought at the Goodwill. Okay, Patrick Murphy, always on it. We'll say hi to Amy here first. Good morning. I'm listening in the background. Hopefully you're getting a lot of stuff done today, Amy. I appreciate you stopping in. So Patrick is on top of it. Kraft is owned by Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett's company. Coke is owned by Coke. However, the biggest shareholder is Berkshire. So maybe I need to go to Mr. Buffett, like go straight to the top and ask him for some sponsorship money for either, you know, Ken versus 10, the SSKPromo channel, or, you know, sponsor on the Reseller Clickbait podcast back here. Adjust that camera a little bit. My guy still got my screen, my heat press back there. I was doing some shirts and I keep moving it around. Yeah, Goodwill is now our liquor store. In about a month, Arizona will be fully in golf season. Yeah, so great time to get those listed for you. And now, Sue, I kind of feel that you're just rubbing it in. You know, I don't know. How about the rest of these Ohioans? There's, what, 4 or 5 Ohioans here. And I think we're all pretty much a little bit offended by that. You and spring is almost here. I'm just having fun. Yes, I will personally fly you to the headquarters. Roman will be running security. Yes, we will go talk to Mr. Warren Buffett, see if we can't get... see if we can get some money. See, and I'll just, you know, I'll write him a nice letter first and say, hey, we're on our way. Actually have a friend attorney who will try to send Goodwill letter that I bought the alcohol from, then without them having a liquor license. Yes. See if you can get something started there, Roman. Maybe, you know, a child could have picked that up in the toy gun section there. Yes, Patrick's private plane. Sometimes he flies in, sometimes he sneaks in, sometimes he gave me the rundown of when he's doing what. But he's always here to light up that chat and that thumbs up. I don't know if I was talking about something and I forgot to keep going. I'm sorry. How about this? Going to see a theme here today with some Cleveland Indians. Being from Ohio, I can find a lot of Cleveland Indians, Ohio State, Cleveland Browns, Cleveland Cavaliers, all of that sort of stuff. So we're going to be heavy on Ohio State and Cleveland today. I had just acquired here recently a couple more vintage sports apparel that you'll see coming up. And and so I thought, man, I need to get some of this listed. A lot of it is like winter coat sort of stuff that should have been listed already, but what are you going to do about it? Chief Wahoo right here with the logo. And look at this. Indians hit on the sleeve right there. It does have, I don't know if you can see that, it does have some cracking in the graphic right there, just from age, but really, really good shirt here. It's a large 14 to 16. I believe it's a youth large 14 to 16. Just got the genuine merchandise logo on the back. This is a Mighty Mac is the brand. But really cool shirt right there. I just wish it was worth a lot more money than what it is, because we are listing that one at just $15 as well. Oh, wait, it's another $14.99 show. I don't want to get into that. Last week oh, yeah, I guess I should update you on that. Let's push this button here and list this item right now. Boom, listed. So last week, the death pile won again, but I did sell 3 items. From last week, I sold the little Marlboro cooler was one thing. What the heck else did I sell? Let's look. Watch me mess up my screens over here for my drafts. Come on, load up. So, oh, I sold the gumball machine. I sold the little gumball machine for 20 bucks. The cooler went for $14.99, obviously. And then late last night, this morning, I didn't have a chance to post on my IG what had sold, but I sold the scale. I had like a kitchen scale sort of a thing that Nancy, I know you're probably watching out there. I think you claimed that one. Oh no, you claimed the gumball machine too. That was not a gift that you had given to Jill when she was younger, because it was 1985. Unless you had bought it for her when she was like 20 years old. Jill's in the chat. I don't want to give out her age, but yeah. So that gumball machine was something that Jill had picked up someplace, mostly because it was filled with marbles in the top. And and then I sold the scale this morning for 21 bucks. So that was pretty cool. Roman's lawyer said it would be tough to try to go into a lawsuit against them, with them being very rich and their CEO having 1,000 attorneys on staff. Yes, for sure. Uh-oh, I see a doghouse in your future for that. Hey, yeah, I see, but here's what would happen, Kim. I would tell Jill's age here, and then I would be in the doghouse. Hopefully it's a nice hot doghouse, and then I would probably list that doghouse on Facebook Marketplace and still make a few bucks. And if it sold quickly and was a good value, you know, hey, it's a win-win really for everyone. I'm not sure that's the kind of doghouse that you were talking about. And Paul, the flippin' sports guy, is here. Roman, dropping in the bottle you always have in your jacket doesn't count as good. Roman carries around his own gun full of vodka or whatever that was. It's time to fight the rich corporation, yes. But not Warren Buffett, not Berkshire Hathaway, because I'm trying to get some money out of them to sponsor the show. And by everyone, he means himself. Yes, it's a win-win for everyone. I am everyone. I'm the DOG. I don't have it on my name down there right now. I keep forgetting to add it back in because I had added Tapeworm Tony down there from the podcast, something that good friend Kayla of the Old Paths had given me that name. So let's keep listing. And then Paul, yeah, Paul, flipping sports guy. I had mentioned to you yesterday we were both in Cameron, Gravity Goods chat. He was doing kind of a listing and shipping live show. And Jill has a few baseball cards that for some reason, Jill has a few baseball cards that are sealed in these little screwy, well, you screw them together, these little plastic cases. I think there's like a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie. There was, Jill, what was in there? What were the other cards that were there? I tried to look them up, but it seems like there's different versions, and like one will go for $5 and the next one will go for $55. And so I don't really know what I'm looking at. Check out this cool shirt right here. This one came from Jill, I believe. Logo 7 is the tag. This is the Cleveland Indians 1996 AL Central Division champions. Major, look at that. Look at that. This graphic is like, I don't know that this shirt was ever worn. This shirt is like pristine, if you will. Pristine shape, beautiful. Logo 7, nothing on the back. Just that Indians, like kind of that dark blue color. But look at that. That thing's beautiful. Right there, be the third item. Again, sometimes you want stuff to be worth a lot more. $18.99. $18.99 is what I'm going to list this mug at right here. And buyer paying shipping, of course. Boom, list it. Oh, I know what I was talking about. I was talking about, when I just said shipping, about the new postal rates that had just came up. And I do, oh yeah, there's a Derek Jeter card. And that was like a rookie card too, I think. And a signed Hank Aaron with certificate of authenticity. Roman has a Cleveland Browns Logo 7 shirt that he recently listed. Cool. Yeah, I think Logo 7 is a decent brand. I don't know if it's a banger, as the kids say. Banger, maybe more like, if it was a banger, it'd be more like one of those little, rather than like fireworks, it'd be like one of those little snap pop things. There's a little white twisty up, and you throw them down, and then little rocks pop. I'm not sure about that. But shipping rates, yeah, I still have to adjust. The way I do my shipping, anything over a pound, I do as calculated. I did start towards the end of last year, or after some of that Ground Advantage stuff came up, I started implementing shipping policies, which makes it so much easier when you need to go change shipping, like the rates that just changed. But I do calculated on stuff over 1 pound, and I have some things that vary if it's like really heavyweight, or if it's something that's like really oversized, like a blow mold or something. But all of my first class, or what used to be first class, my below 1 pound Ground Advantage, I do at, like I have different rates from 0 to 4 ounces, 5 to 8 to 12 to 15 are at different tiered rates. And I've got to go in and adjust those right now. I'm thinking of just going calculated as well on less than a pound. Let me know if you are one of the resellers in the chat, what you are doing, if you do all calculated, if you do flat rate. I used to do flat rate a lot. I was a big proponent, is that the right word? Proponent of flat, but I kind of changed things up there just a little while back. Guys like Jeter and Griffey really depend on the card. Some can be worth $2 or $3 and others worth good money. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Once I can get those from Jill, Paul, if you don't mind, and if you would kind of weigh in for me there a little bit, I'll send you some pics, and maybe you can at least point me in a right direction. And Sue strictly uses calculated across the board for everything. That's what I'm thinking of doing, that even on my lower first class rates, because all of that Ground Advantage stuff kind of went up in price depending on the zone, just as a general overall. But I did notice, I think once the Ground Advantage started, when they made those changes, everybody quit using priority mail. And so I think the post office is trying to get that priority mail business back, because I did notice a lot of those rates are going down, especially in the closer zones. I used to send a lot of stuff in the closer zone, zone 1, zone 2, at about $7.20 for, we're talking about like maybe a 2 pound package, just over a pound, maybe less than 3 pounds. We go about $7.20, and I have been seeing it come up at $6.91, which that's pretty cool. That's helping. And there's Larry way out one in St. Louis area. He's calculated on all items. It does make it easier on stuff. It does make it easier taking offers if you take offers. Paul ships sport cards with calculated shipping because using standard envelope shipping is more expensive. Yes, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody's saying hi to Larry popping in the chat. Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully, we need to catch up, Larry. It's been, what was it, like before Christmas, I think we chatted. So, what did I do? Oh, I listed that one shirt at $18.99. And so now let's get into a couple of other sports. How about this? Cleveland Indians. This is Fanatics. Let me take this hanger off of here. It's a Fanatics brand, is what it is. And which I figured that out. I think somebody actually on the inside, somebody had cut out the tag that was on the inside. Apparently they were bothered by it. But this is a nice size, a 2XL size right here. Just got the Cleveland C on there, quarter zip. Just a nice pullover. Just a nice pullover right there. And at the 2XL size, that's good. $25, $24.99 is what I'm listing this at. Just beautiful, clean condition. No rips, no hair tears, no stains, no picking. And so $24.99. We're gonna list that one. List it. And that's what? Four things, man. 4 things. We're about halfway in here. So we're gonna get to some really cool stuff here. I think it's really cool. And some cool photos. Why do I have 4? Why do I only have 5 drafts left if I only did 4 things? It's a mystery. I'm sure I'll get into this pile and figure out something there is not listed. Best laid plans, I guess. I don't come here for really cool stuff. Oh, well then, Paul, now's the time to check out. Well, no, not yet. Don't check out yet, because the next item is moderately cool. How about that? Is that fair? But it's a cool item. Cool vintage. We're back into some vintage right here. Boom. Look at this pullover right here. The Ohio State University. Got the block O on the front. Look at this. Look at this sleeve hit right here. Block O with the Buckeye leaves. They kind of seem to look a lot like pot leaves as well. I don't know. But just a really cool pullover. It's got zippered pockets. And it has like this, I don't know, what do you call this? Somebody help me. Maybe I'll change some stuff in the description, like on the side here. It's got this zip. I guess that makes it easier to get in your pocket or something like that. Or maybe if you eat at the buffet and you got buffet belly and you need to, loosen up a little bit, because it does have, like a stretchy cuffed waistband right there. So we'll call that the buffet relief. I should put that in the listing. Oh, it's got the buffet relief zipper on the side. But in the back here, a little Velcro, boom. You need a little extra air up there. And it's all mesh lined. This thing is actually really, really nice for being a vintage mesh lined. Look at this tag. Campus Heritage Collection, 2XL on the tag right there. Collegiate licensed product by something, I can't read that, but very nice jacket right here. Again, no stains, no rips, no tears, no holes, no muss, no fuss, no whatever. And again, something that you would think would be worth a lot more, but in my comping anyway, 2XL, about $20, $19.99. But I only have like a couple of bucks in that. Let me see. I think I have like $1 in it. I bought it at a yard sale. Some hanging clothes, everything was $1. And boom, so we're gonna list that. Let's see, because math is hard, it is. The mysteries of what Ken did is why I'm here. You never know what Ken will get into. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We got some puking from Paul. Weren't you leaving, Paul? Weren't you? I thought just a couple of chats ago you said you weren't here for any. You got a weed pot. You put your weed in there. If me and Ken ever decide to open an Ohio sports team shop, we will find over thousands of clothing and hats in the Goodwill bins and other thrift stores in a single day. Yeah, it is pretty abundant, Ohio sports around here. You know what? When I first started, I used to pass it all up because I seen so much of it. I thought that it was that it might be saturated, but I forgot. I forgot that there are 49 other states in, the great United States, not just Ohio, believe it or not. And there are people that live all over the United States that enjoy the Ohio State Buckeyes. Maybe they're an alumni. Maybe they just like the Buckeyes because they're a top, ranked team every year. At least in football. Basketball, sometimes they do pretty good. But it turns out people all over like to buy this stuff. So I've been, especially if you can find things with Brutus Buckeye, the mascot for the Ohio State University. You can, that stuff sells pretty good. That stuff sells really good, in fact. So I pick all of that stuff up on it. It's kind of like the Chief Wahoo on the Cleveland Indians. It's, not a logo that they use anymore. So I pick up anything Chief Wahoo, and it usually sells relatively quickly. Yes, pretty much about any see, okay, English is hard too. Pretty much any subject that you would have in school, I find I did well in school. Actually, I graduated National Honor Society. Had a 4.0 grade average my last 2 years. Did I say National Honor Society? Did I just say that out loud? I used to be smart. I'm not sure what happened after that, life and time. On my Saturday Live, you will see a brand new with tag jersey that I will give away that I found a bunch of yesterday at the bins. Ooh, Roman, anytime picker. Go follow his channel. Or Roman, you're a mod, or somebody that's a mod. Throw Roman's channel link in there so people can go sub to him. And oh, maybe I shouldn't say that. No, nobody go sub to him. Don't watch the show, because that helps my chances of winning this cool new with tags jersey. So forget. Yeah, Paul, you can follow Roman, because Roman never has anything interesting. If you're not there for interesting, cool, vintage stuff, Roman's channel is for you. And so, yeah, don't follow Roman. Oh, okay, I see in the stack. I just picked this up the other day. This is the one that's not listed. So maybe we'll get through these other, and I'll actually do a true live listing. I'm not sure, but look at this. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. This thing, oh look, it's even got the buffet. This is another pullover. It's got the buffet pocket there on the side, or whatever that's called. Boom. Chief Wahoo hit on the sleeve right there. It's kind of like a nylon-y, but it's like quilted on the inside. So going to be like a nice warm-up jacket. When I was looking them up, size extra large, starter. Boom, vintage starter, extra large. Look at this thing. It's like somebody just bought it off the rack. It's beautiful. Cannot believe it. So I don't know what that's worth. Is anybody here? Let's involve the chat. Does anybody want to comp this for me? Genuine starter, extra large, Cleveland Indians, Chief Wahoo, starter hit right there down at the thing, cuffed sleeves, and maybe you put the buffet relief zipper thing right there. So I'm going to set that to the side because I need to find out what that thing is worth. I remember when I bought it, I just got that recently. I paid $8 for it. I paid $8 for it. I'm sure it's worth more than $8. Because when I comped it, it's one of those ones where you comped it and you seen some of them that were selling for like $20, $25, and then the next listing was selling for like, you know, 60, 70, $80. So it was very, okay, Paul, you want to buy it? That's cool. Roman says, you know, just hit me up on the IG. We'll make a deal. So let's move along to something that is actually listed on the show. Oh, this is not vintage, but it's pretty darn sweet. Get that off there. You see the red coming up, so you're probably figuring Ohio State. And you are right. You are right. Ohio State embroidered logo. Nike. Team Nike, size medium. It's like a kind of like a puffer coat. Full zip right there. Look at this. Look at this. Detachable. Got little snaps around there. Detachable hood. And for those really cold Arctic days, boom, right there. Oh, Velcro, 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 Vero. Put hook and loop in there. But look at this. Look at this on the back. Boom, baby. Ohio State hit at the bottom, right down in the posterior area. If you say, you know, if you need your bum covered up with some Ohio State glory, right there it is. I'm sure that Paul will say that's the only thing that Ohio State is good for, is to cover your bum. But, oh, no, look at this feature, too. It's got, look at this little tag right here. It's got headphones. Boom, you can put your, you know, your Microsoft Zune or your, your iPod, whatever your phone's got a zippered pocket right there. And then it's got a little, I could poke my finger through there. It's got a little hole right there to run your headphone cord through, and it still has that little tag on it. Okay, I'm looking here. 50 on the Wahoo. Okay. Yeah, I was kind of seeing comps around there when I did it. So we're going to start with that as a base, and that's about what I was thinking when I bought it, that it should be around $50. But look at this thing, man. This thing is beautiful. I bought this at a yard sale, at a garage sale, actually, during the Route 30 sales when Chris Cajun was here. When Chris Cajun was visiting and we were out, I picked this up for $5. And it's like, didn't know because it was kind of newer, and I didn't, and Jill was like, it's $5, just buy it. And it's beautiful. We're going to drop that back there. And about $50. Speaking of listing stuff at $50. And I think that's actually kind of a little bit low. Oh, I'm going to show some pictures here too. Some of my listing pictures that I did. I'll do that on the next one. But so that one listed $50. That's cool. So that's now 4 or 5 or something like that. I guess I have 3 left. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and I have to do that other one. Yeah, thanks, Larry, for looking that up. Paul will cheer on the Browns next season when they play the Giants. It's always next season, isn't it, Roman? Now, Paul, now it is time for you to check out, if you haven't checked out already, because I'm going to get into some cool stuff right here. The meat, if you will, the meat of the listings. Because, oh, I need to zip this one up so that it... Oh, I should have done this earlier to make it easier for me to show it here. Okay. So, okay, anybody got some guesses? We got some black. We got some yellow. We got some white. I probably flashed the logo all over the place, not paying attention. Oh, here's my bit. This coat is on my big super hanger. Anybody make one of these super hangers? Like, where you break off an old hanger and you tape it together with another one so that when you take some pictures, although I did all flat lay on these today, this keeps your sleeves out, keeps the shoulders out, keeps the sleeves down, makes it easier to make. There's tons of tutorials on how to make these things, but it's just basically you break off an old hanger and tape it on here, and I call it my super hanger. Let's see. Ken, the NFL decides everywhere who's going to the Super Bowl, and they tell referees to help those teams. Yeah, I've been seeing some conspiracy stuff about the colors of the Super Bowl logo and how they're already this year the colors of the Ravens and 49ers, but we will see. Oh, yeah, Jill knows. Black and yellow coming up. Look at this thing. So Jill's cleaning up in her basement. Like, she's been cleaning stuff out. And she's got like this clothes, like a wardrobe thing, like that's zip up color and plastic. And we're over there. And she just pulls out. She's like, boom, do you think this will be worth anything? Look at this. Vintage 90s. Apex 1 National Hockey League and Penguins, Pittsburgh Penguins. Look at this embroidered on the back. This thing is beautiful, and it's just been hanging in a closet, in her basement since the 90s. Really, really, really nice coat, really nice condition. It's got the cool Apex 1 triangular zipper pull. It's a full zip with a button flyover thing. Inside zippered pocket right there. Just a nice downy, good heavy winter coat. Beautiful. Cost of goods, 0. Cost of goods is, I should just start writing in the cost of goods, JB on there. That'd be Jill's basement, not John Brennan. Jill, don't get excited. JB, cost of goods, JB, Jill's basement. I have 0 in that. And I am going to list that for Larry has dibs on lunchboxes in Jill's 89 bucks, 90 bucks on that one. I don't know if that's low or not, just in some comps and some things like that. That particular one I am listing at 90 bucks. Calculated buyer paying shipping. Vintage 90s Apex 1 Pittsburgh Penguins NHL logo. Full zip jacket coat. Size large. If I didn't say that, that's a size large. So I'll show my listing pictures afterwards because I just think they're pretty cool. I could put BAW, that's Bruce A. Waite. That is Jill's father. And what else do we got here? Okay. I don't know which one of these is cooler. Okay, I'll let you guys pick. Do you want to see the Ohio State University, or do you want to see the Cleveland Indians next? I will show either or based on what the chat has to say, because I'm listing them both at the same price. And oh, her dad bought it for her. Okay. Jill says Indians. Okay. We will do the Indians. Okay, here we go. Look at this thing. I was excited. I was excited when I found this. Boom. This is another starter. Where's that sleeve? Where's that sleeve? Look at this. Indians starter on there. Chief Wahoo kit. Beautiful, kind of like a puffer coat. Very heavy down coat right there. Again, full zip with Velcro. Velcro, Velcro, zero. Velcro, Velcro, Velcro. Right there. But, so, look at this. Look at this. It's beautiful. Now, it does have some spots. The tag says dry clean only, so I was a little bit scared to try to do any sort of clean. Does anybody know how much it costs to dry clean a coat? Does anybody, like, I know that area varies, but, like, is it $15? Is it $55? Anybody have a clue what it costs to dry clean a coat? I've never went to the dry cleaners, not once in my life. It's because I buy all my clothes like at Walmart and stuff like that. There's not many dry cleaning tags on Walmart clothes, but there's a couple. I don't even know if you can see them. There's a couple little stains right back here. The front of it looks pretty good. There's a little stain down here, but very cool, very nice condition. There's nary a rip, tear, hole, anything on this thing. And I'm trying to do something here. This is what attracted me to. Well, first of all, I saw that whole three-way kind of color, white, blue, red, with the Indians on the sleeve. But look at this, folks. Look at this. Boom. Reversible. That's right. I said it. I said it out loud. Reversible. With the Wahoo on the other side. Blue. All blue. Puffer. Red highlights on the, on the collar right there. With the red. Just immaculate. Boom. Starter right there on the sleeve on the blue side. So it depends. If you're in a colorful, bright white, red, white, and blue mode. Are you in a mode or in a mood? I don't know. Or maybe you're feeling a little bit blue. Maybe the day wasn't that great. You're feeling a little blue. You want to go, but you still want to support. You still want to support your team. You want to say, hey, go Tribe, but yeah, I'm a little down. You go all blue. Springtime gets here. Brightening up a little bit. You go with the red, white, and blue. Right there. Again, some comps. I have not seen another one like that. I'm listing that at $149, $150. I paid like $12.98, $13 for that. Maybe that's low, but based on some comps of that starter, that might be a little bit high. Oh yeah, I want to show you my pictures too. I keep saying that. But anybody want to throw out an alternate number besides 150 before I push the button? Yeah, I miss Wahoo too. The new name is terrible. Sounds like adult diapers. The Guardians. New Cleveland Guardians. Oops, I crapped my pants. New Cleveland Guardians. Jill's trying to find some dry cleaning issues. But I'm going to pop that in there. Larry says at 100. Okay. Then it's Mr. Babyface himself, Paul Philly Flipper, checking in. Just with Jill. Checking in with Jill, though. Nobody else acknowledged that the Philly Flipper is in the house. Boom. Larry, thank you for that. I am going to go 149. I do have offers on, and I'm good with that. And I'd probably take offers down 90, 89, 90, 100. I don't know. I'm still looking at that. I'm not quite sure. So go check out any of Paul's new content, his IG or whatever, and he man, he's a clean shape. He's slender, he's looking fit, he's looking healthy. He's got, he's got that stylish do as always, but man, clean shaven baby face right now. Looking good, Mr. Flipper. Okay. And Roman is saying 100 as well on that jacket. Okay. Well, I might go in and modify that. I'm going to give it a few days and see if I get any interest, any hits on it, and see what happens with that. Goal is to get carded. Paul, Paul's out there, buying a little beverage. He wants to get carded. Down 90 pounds. So I needed to update. That's amazing. Okay. Second to last item. We're going back Ohio State. This one I saw from across the parking lot. We were at some sales. We were at 127 when we went to 127 this year. The second day that we were out, Jill and I were with Jimmy and Sonia. Jimmy Old School Flips and Sonia. And there was kind of like a church, and they had stuff on this side of the parking lot, stuff way over on that side of the parking lot. And I was kind of done looking at one side. And as I'm walking over, it's like I spot this jacket, and I was like, oh, I got to look at that thing. And I get there, and then pretty soon I see, Jimmy, he's making a beeline. He's like, oh, I spotted that too. Look at this. This is another Apex One. Vintage Apex One. Boom. Ohio State Buckeyes with like a shark tooth. And look at this. Look at this hit on the back. Boom. Huge embroidered logo with the block O. Got the shark tooth on there. Just excellent condition. The only spots, like right here, there's like just some little red marks that I think came from the top part right there. And there's a little bit of wear, just like you can hardly see it. You can see a little bit right there, kind of like where the underarms feel like when you're walking. Is that annoying? Probably as annoying as the Velcro was. But this thing is just friggin' beautiful. Size extra large, really good size. Again, got the zipper right there. The double flap over button thingy, inside zipper pocket. Size extra large, if I didn't say that. Man, absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. I did pay a little more. I think I paid 25 or 30. I think they had 35 on it. And, I always I'm a negotiator. I like to work a deal. So I think I got a little bit off, 25 or 30 on that. Yeah, Paul, he only gets don't get carded at Goodwill when he's buying alcohol. Yeah, Paul will have to come in on his knees to get carded. Yeah, everybody's looking up to Paul. Everybody's looking up to Paul because he's just a genuine guy. You know, he's a good, upfront, honest dude, and everybody looks up to him. But, you know, physically too. Yeah, good point, Larry. Yes, that is a good jacket as well. Just sold an Apex Michigan jacket for $60. Go Blue. Chris Cajun reseller checking in. So again, looking at those values of some of those, I'm listing this one at $149 at $150 as well. Because some of the other shark tooth ones that I've seen from the Apex, mostly in pro football teams, go for pretty good money in $200 range, and even more. You know, when I was looking them up. But vintage 90s, Apex one, Ohio State Buckeyes, shark tooth, puffer jacket, men's size, extra large. And again, I can always go down in these prices. It's hard, you know, it's hard to send out if you got it for $150. It's hard to send an offer out for $189. It just, you know, buyers seem to frown on that a little bit when you have a higher listing than what you're, or a higher offer than what you're listing. I don't even think eBay lets you do that. I don't know. Good to see you, Chris. Good to see you, my friend. And Apex. So yeah, I had the Apex Michigan. Oh wait, I wanted to show my pictures. Let me show my listing pictures. Shout out to Tim over the years, and over at the Reseller Information Network. Tim had posted some clothing here recently, like an IG or something. It was a short or an IG or something like that. That he had taken some pictures of some of the clothing, and he was listing some of his favorite ones that he had put out. And so, and I was thinking, especially that Cleveland Indians coat that was reversible, how was I going to show that? So I kind of went, you know, I used the photo room. I get nothing from Photo Room for saying that. Actually, I have to pay them because I do have the paid version. But this is my listing photo for that Cleveland Indians reversible. Boom. How about that? Grouped it up, showing both sides right there. I thought that was pretty cool. The Pittsburgh Penguins jacket right there. With a, you know, a little bit of a black background on it. My pictures are a little bit washed out right there on that one. Here was that Nike winter coat right there, kind of showing the front and the back, and that you have the hood and the Ohio State hit on the bum, on the Rumpelstiltskin, if you will. And then the shark tooth coat right there. So I think that's pretty cool. Hopefully those will be, you know, help people see the photos and they'll stand out a little bit more. However, you know, the Ohio State shark tooth, the reversible Cleveland Indians, there are no more listed on there than just those two, at least in my search. Some of these other things I was able to find. That's why I'm a little up in the air on the pricing, because I just kind of going with comparable things. Chris Cajun had said in there that he sold that Apex one, Michigan one, for around $60. I do see a lot of them in that $49 to $69, $79 range in the Apex ones. Some are even less, you know, $39, $49. But because there's none of those listed, you know, price it high, let it fly, see what happens. And like I say, I can always go down in the price. Well, Blue went this year, Joe, way better than the Scarlet team. Yes, they bested us for sure in the big house up in Michigan. Yes, Chris, are you going to be Michigan's coach next year if Jim Harbaugh leaves, or John Harbaugh, or whichever Harbaugh brother is there. I need Jill to follow me daily and just give me compliments. How much do you pay her? Jill gets paid in love. Now I'm talking like, we're all adults here. But Jill is always there with a compliment for everybody. Jill is addicted to Whatnot. I put a message this morning on Lisette, New England Betty Boop, had put out a video this morning. Go follow Lisette, New England Betty Boop. She had put out, she was doing like some unboxing stuff of Whatnot purchases that she had got from different friends that she follows on Whatnot. She also does Whatnot as well, as does Paul in here. I've seen Paul. He has a show Saturday, I believe. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. But yeah, Jill doesn't compliment me, so not a lot of payments. Jim Harbaugh is going to San Diego Chargers as, oh, look at this. My mom jumping in. My mom's like the Jimmy the Greek of sports here. Which means she was fired a long time ago. She's got breaking news here. Going to the Chargers as head coach. Everybody should watch a football game with my mother. Like just once. Okay, everybody, playoff championship games this week. Everybody's invited over to my folks' house next door. Just come on down and watch a football game with my mother. It is hysterical. She, even if it's our team, like the Browns or High State or whatever, she is always just rooting for the team with the ball. And she gets all excited. Oh, look at him. And she'll run, go. And we're like, who are you cheering for? Well, I just want everybody to do good. And see, that's where I get it. But she also like, even though she's been watching football for years, my dad, watches, a lot of football and a lot of games. She still hasn't grasped the concept yet of when there's a replay, like they'll throw the ball, 30 yards down the field and the guy will catch and down. What a great play. And then they'll show the replay and my mom's like, oh, he did it again. That same guy caught the ball. It's like, no, that's the replay, Mom. And then she's like, go. She's yelling for the team, even though like it's the replay and they already scored the touchdown. And she's like, did they score again? But everybody should come watch a football game. Yeah, Sunday, Whatnot. Oh, some leather chaps, Jill, right there. Paul will have Cleveland Browns merch on his Whatnot on Saturday. But yeah, everybody come over to my house on Saturday or Sunday, watch the playoff games with my mother. Maybe we'll fix some food or something. We'll make some chicken wings, maybe some deep fried mushrooms or cauliflower or something like that. And just have a good time with that. Oh, so I'm not going to list this live right now, but I'm going to look this up again. So it's Ken versus 9 at the moment, but I got to look this up. This genuine starter. I do have pictures for it. I took all the pictures. I don't know how it wasn't in with my listings. I don't know what I got, but I'm going to, right after the show's over, and then I got to pack things up. Man, I have been diligently listing here as of late. I got a new direction, a new attitude, some new goals, some new everything. Trying out some new different things as far as listing and those either daily listing goals or by how many items I want to list and how much value I want to list, and trying to get up the sales, because one of my goals was by the end of the second quarter to have doubled what my weekly payouts were, say, last year, what they were on average. And so I've been working at it. Plus, my death pile is huge. I got a huge death pile. I got Jill's basement there that she's constantly, feeding the death pile with stuff. And when you only sell, I listed 10 items last week. I sold 3 of them, which is not bad. What is that? Is that 30%? Is that right? If that's right, then I'm a mathematician. But 30% of the items. So 30% of my listings for that one day in a week, I'll take that. However, a win is at least 6. Paul's got goals too. His goal is to have as much money as Roman spends on Goodwill every day. He's still far from it. Yes. No, have no clue the pile at my house. Well, yeah, okay, so not only does Jill have her whole basement full and garage full of stuff, she's just been going nuts on Whatnot, because, these people have the Whatnot auctions, and they're trying to sell, clothes, and maybe they don't go there, and then at the end, they're like bundling. Hey, let's bundle these all up and sell them. Much like, laser discs. Sometimes people don't want to choose 2. You got to sell all 9 of them in one lot. I saw it. Somebody did a show recently. Wonder who that was, with laser discs. And at the end, you just kind of lot them up. But yeah, Jill has a lot of stuff. Yeah, good thing you reminded Roman. He would have forgot to go there. So, anyway, we've been here a little over an hour. I've got 9 things listed. I'll do this other one as soon as we're done. I've got stuff to pack up on Thursdays. That's one of my new goals that I've been working at, is to have everything packed before at night, before I go in from the garage working in the office out there, is to have everything packed for the next day. But I had a pretty decent evening after I had came in, and a decent morning so far. I think I have like 4 or 5 more things to pack up this morning, and some pretty decent sales in those items. So I am going to, like, I sold a Nakona baseball glove, a left-hand throw for like $100. That was cool. I paid $5 for it. Again, that scale sold this morning. I listed some dolls like American High. American High. No, that's Monster High. Monster High and American Girl. Hey, there's a crossover franchise right there. The American Girl Monster High dolls. Realistic looking zombie monster. See, I need to quit giving up all these good ideas. Next thing you know, it's going to be American Girl Monster Highs. But I just listed not yesterday, but the day before, some American Girl, and then like those Our Generation ones, which are like American Girl knockoff. And I sold one of those for like $60 like the next day. So I told Jill the other day I should have waited and listed some of that stuff from yesterday today. Yeah, Jill didn't buy any laser discs. Jill doesn't even have a DVD player, let alone a laser disc player. I didn't even know what they were. I told Ken you were selling movie. Yeah, she did. She's like, I'm in Paul's auction right now. He's selling some sort of like movie albums or something. And that is pretty accurate. American Hide. Now Bolo, according to the dog himself. Yes. See? Sometimes you just have to talk it through, and it works out. So, anyway, everyone, thank you for coming today to watch this episode of Ken versus 10. Hopefully, some of this vintage sportswear Again, a lot of it was winter coats or more winter apparel that probably should have been listed like, September, October before it got cool. But hey, that's what happens. And it was next up in the pile. I did check the calendar before before there is winter. There's a fall and a winter next year as well. So even if this stuff sits in the store for a while, that is okay. Jill, music on Whatnot. Oh, is that a topic that I'm supposed to discuss? I find music on the Whatnot shows to be annoying. I don't know. That's my opinion. I think I heard somebody saying one time that that's one of the things that when you do your workup or your initial thing that Whatnot, then when they show you how to do it, I don't know, with your onboarding, I think they tell you, I don't know if that's true or not, to like play some music in the background so that there's no dead time. Well, you guys watch my show. I've sat here for an hour and 11 minutes and I haven't shut up yet. So I could do a whole Whatnot show. But some people just, first of all, they listen to annoying music and then they crank it up and you can't hear what's going on. And it's just annoying. Not you, Paul. Not you, Paul. Paul plays some pretty good tunes. Play some pretty good tunes in the background. But, so take care, everyone. Take care, everyone. Judy, Paul's isn't loud, but some are. Yeah, exactly. Some of the Whatnots are just nuts. So anyway, everybody have a great day and we will see you next week. Oh yeah. Jill's okay, for those of you that are left here, I got to tell that I forgot about that. Jill was talking about the music on Whatnot. She just sent me a message. She says to me the other day, oh, I was in this one Whatnot and you couldn't like hear the person. They had their music their music was so loud, like even Stevie Wonder could hear it. And she's just going on with her story and I'm just kind of sitting there staring at her. And then she realized what she said, that their music was so loud that even Stevie Wonder could hear it. I'm like, honey, Stevie Wonder's blind. I'm pretty sure that the man can hear. He's not, he's not Bach or no, Beethoven. Was it Beethoven? Was it Beethoven that was deaf? But anyway, that cracked me up. That music was so loud, even Stevie Wonder could hear it. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. Now I'm just rambling. We'll see you all next week. Ken versus 10.